How are you all doing? Good afternoon, everyone. Today, which is July 20th, 2026, we are beginning this new phase within the Radionix process, which is our new home site, as I had already mentioned to you. First of all, I want to tell you that this new site has a section at the bottom. If you scroll down, it will give you all the information, the details about Radionix, and it will take you to these three sites. Our new site, which I am going to show you today, is Radionicz Seal Generator, which is completely free. And this month or next month, we will be launching our next two sites, which are Radionix Forge and Virtual Radionix. And I also want to let you know that the Thatcher Method book this week, by this Friday at the latest, will be available translated into 6 languages, so you can purchase and download it. And well, without further ado, you'll notice at the top it says, Enter Seal Generator. It's free. Or you can also click here to enter, or at the bottom of the page you'll find the other sites we have. And here is Seal Generator. I'm going to enter Seal Generator. A new tab will open, which is this tab here, and we have something that's beautiful and impressive, which is this part of Seal Generator. It's an app that first comes in 6 languages. You can select any language you want, and everything will be translated instantly. For this example, I'm going to leave it in Spanish. Here in the upper left part, you're going to enter your manifestation. Some are already included by default, but let's use this manifestation. I have the new car I want. Since it's a generic manifestation, the seal will be constructed starting with a small circle and ending with a short perpendicular line. I want to tell you something important. If this part called typing signature is activated, what will this do? It will make it so that at the speed at which you type or dictate the seal, they will be created in a unique and independent way. It's as if you were literally dictating, I don't even know what, a different digital signature every time I do it. Let's look at an example. I have the car I desire. This seal is created. And now I can try again in another way, saying, I have the car I desire. As you can see, each one is completely different and independent from the others. And this way you can create whatever seal you want. Here at the bottom, there are several sections, so you can make or select some sigils that were previously created. Later on, here we have what's called the sacred grid, which is this upper part. You can select the type of sacred grid that we are going to use in each of these stages. There are several: Flower of Life, Wheel of 26, Rosy Cross, Sunbed, Moonbed, Spiral, Tree of Life, Hexagonal Grid. And here comes the whole part about whether we can use this background here. Then it says alchemical reduction. We have several ways to do it. We have the traditional one, a reduced one, the literal one, the skeleton, or the numerical one. We can choose any of those seals. We can choose the symmetry part, which will generate a kind of mandala that you can use. For example, as you can see. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use, I have abundance. We're still in this part. We have the mirror part, which generates 2 sigils to create these perfect images. We have the curvature of the stroke, which allows you to make curved or straight lines, depending on what you do. We have the central resonance section, where we can choose no center, or with the sun, the moon, fire, water, earth, air, spirit, Saturn, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Vesica Piscis, the eye, or Ouroboros. Any of these can be selected and is located in this central part. The signature section, as we already mentioned, with the influence of the stroke. If you look, this part changes. At the top, we can make it so that there is an enchantment around it, which by default is this one that says, by the supreme god of all, or I can click copy, and in this case, the same sigil will be copied to this upper part. Why can't it be seen? Because it's set to Radionix, but we can switch it to Latin, and as you can see, it could look like this. This can be useful when you want to put a name on the sigil. If you want the sigil to be visible, you can use it, or if not, you can simply leave it as an enchantment. Another really cool part is that we can select the color type in which the sigil is being generated, the color that resonates with us the most, that stands out the most to us. We can also see the grid light, which is in the background. We can also see the thickness of the stroke. And we have the rotation speed of the ring around it, whether it's still or moving. After generating the seal, we have the option to seal this sigil in the Grimoire, meaning it can be saved for later. It has space to save 15 sigils and later download them, reuse them, etc. Here the 15 sigils will be uploaded. Here we have several formats to download, such as SVG, a PNG without background, which you'll see is really cool. You download it like this. Here is the sigil. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And here, well, obviously you have the detail of where it was created, but the sigil is ready. You can also download it with a black background, which is also really nice. Then we have the PNG, this other format that gives us a white background. Here, obviously, you have to select the color that works best. In this case, for example, the violet format would look cool. And here we already have the format, or the 4K print for a large-scale format for large-scale printing. Or aside from all of this, which is already impressive on its own, we have the instructions, which generates a new tab where I basically made an instruction manual that I'll be sharing later in a short course. It covers what a sigil is, how they're made, how they're charged, how to care for them, and where they come from. Also translated into 6 languages. And then comes this idea section, which I love. It's basically a collection of many ideas. So if we don't know what to ask for, we can go, for example, to, I don't know, justice and law. We click and we already have some preset phrases that we can use. We simply click on the image, the phrase, go back, and the phrase is already embedded in the seal. And likewise, because I have this option here, it's embedded in the circular part of the seal, or not, however you want to do it, whether in Latin or in Radionix. And this allows us to have by far the best sigil generator that can exist in the whole world of chaos magic. If you like, it's completely free. If you want to make a donation, you can do so via PayPal or Mercado Pago. I'm always at your service, and here are all our sister sites. Without a doubt, you have to start using this tool today, as it's now ready for all of you. Make the most of it. It's an absolutely amazing tool, truly incredible. And this is just the beginning of what's coming this month in everything related to Radionix. Thank you very much. All the best to you.